If you look at the shirts that we sometimes wear, as far as PBC is concerned, and on the front of it has a caption, "Free boxing for all." Didn't say me, didn't say Lamont, didn't say Al, it said for all. And now you're seeing opponents making the salaries that regular fighters have made in main event fights. Boxing should be treated no different than any other major sport. Football, basketball, baseball, and so on and so forth. But of course, in the past, it's been treated like an underground sport. It hasn't got the publicity that it deserves. ESPN will show all the sports except for boxing. And so people really didn't know, what was going on. But since Al has taken the reins, with Bounce TV, Spike TV, NBC, CBS, ESPN, Showbox, Showtime, the whole nine, you started to get more exposure. And the thing that really caught my eye is the fact that now you're having people that are in the game that have participated in the game is commenting and commentating on the game. Like NFL got the retired football players and things, Hall of Fame players. Boxing should be the same way. And if we follow this pattern, it'll be right up there where it's supposed to be.
All right, Felix Diaz Jr., 17-0, 8 knockouts. What do you know about him?
I know that he was in the amateurs the same time Lamont was in the amateurs. He fought Carl Dargan, which we used to call Dynamite, and all the guys worked together in the amateurs. And I know he won a gold medal for Dominican Republic in the games, I believe it was 08.
Yeah.
I had an up-close and personal encounter with him. Lamont's nephew, Patrick, who's doing well in boxing right now, sparred him in Florida when he was connected with Mike Tyson. So I know a little bit about him. Everybody that stepped in that ring with us or against us, I view as a world champion, even if he don't have a name or an identity at that time. So therefore, when we approach him in the fight, we don't let our hands down, we don't underestimate him or overestimate him. He's just a fighter, but we will approach him just like a fighter with extreme readiness.
What about Anthony's progression?
I'm sorry?
What about Anthony's progression leading into this fight right here?
Same thing. You see him there, just like his brother. From day one, since I had the guys in the gym, this is what they do all day, every day. Nothing surprises me about them as far as training is concerned or fighting is concerned, unless they go in there and not execute the way that they've been told to do so.
How has it been working with all the fighters that's been showing up to the gym? Austin Trout, Adrian Broner, and also you had Demetrius Hopkins in here working out a few times.
Well, of course, I got a deep history with, most of these guys, and it stemmed from the amateurs years ago. You come in here, you may see anybody in here. Bernard Hopkins, Gabriel Rosado, the list goes on and on and on. Austin, actually, and Anthony competed against each other in the Junior Olympics years ago. So it's one big giant family. And then, of course, I had the relationship with their coaches also, Virgil Hunter, Mike Stafford, Peterson. We were always on that journey together. Times when we didn't have a dime. And, you putting 14 kids in a 7-passenger van and driving from here to Cincinnati, overnight to get to a tournament. And then got to scrounge money up to find a hotel room, to stay. So, it was a journey. I'm very, very pleased to see that, these guys that have names and that we're talking about right now are doing so well in boxing. You saw Austin's last fight. He's doing great, and at 29 years old or 30, he's still progressing. Adrian Broner, of course, he lost his weight for a short spell there. Called us up, returned back home. He's been coming here since he was 17, and he actually used to live with Patrice Harris, which is Patrick's father. Watching them come in with the big oversized jeans and leather jacket and skull caps and Timberlands, and now, from that to where he is now. In my opinion, if he stay focused and do the things that he's capable of doing, along with the gift that he has to do this game, He will be that second coming. In fact, he may surpass him.
Coach, what was your assessment of Boner out at the game?
I thought he did very, very well. Of course, I'm a little bit more as far as the guys are concerned, more critical than the norm because I know it's room for improvement. But coming off of the Sean Porter loss, I thought he did very, very well. I thought he did good, but he's not as good as he will be.
You know Boner very, very well. Is he going to stay focused, or will he get back to the games and playing around?
He's a funny kid. I got
Sparred a little bit more this camp than norm. I'm a sparring guy. I know a lot of guys don't like to spar a lot, but I normally do from 300 to 400 rounds during training camp. This time I'm sure that I did about 500 rounds. I'm sure of that. Some days we spar non-stop all week, 5 days in a row. And most other training camps, I would get to those numbers by sparring 3 days a week. But I would do some crazy numbers like 22 rounds, maybe 16 rounds, 18 rounds some days. But I think particularly like this week, this camp, one time in 1 week, 5 days in a row, I did like 20 rounds, 16 rounds, 12 rounds twice, and 10 rounds, all back to back. So I got a lot of rounds in. I'm prepared. Any way you want to do this, we'll be ready.
At 140, since everybody's moving up to 147, right now, do you feel like you're the more experienced fighter at 140?
I probably do have more experience than anyone at the weight class. But no matter what weight class I go to, I feel like, I've been through the ups and downs in the sport. To get the experience in the ring, it was the experience outside of the ring that probably did more damage to, and I had more lessons to learn, outside of the ring, more so than inside of the ring. So I feel like regardless of what weight class that I fight in at this point, that I'm experienced enough for anyone at any level in this boxing.
Now we've seen that age isn't a factor anymore in boxing right now. With the conditioning that you do, how long do you think you can stay in it?
I was just kind of talking about that a little earlier, joking about it a little bit. I still feel like I'm getting better. I still feel like my body's actually still maturing. Because I'm learning so much, I never try to stop learning. I'm learning new ways to get better, physically.
And I noticed on your one of your social media pages that you do a lot of different type of workout with a strength and conditioning coach.
Yeah.
And it seemed like
I'm learning new things to get to my physical peak, and when you're supposed to be in your physical peak, where they say mid-20s. I didn't know these things, so even at 30, I'm still getting better. At 31, I'm soon to be 32, but I still feel like, my body got a lot left, but honestly, I train so hard, who knows when it's going to end.
Yeah, you can't set a date, right?
Yeah, but I'm confident I got the right people around me, and any day they see that I can't perform the way I used to, they'll let me know that it's time to hang them up, and I'll listen.
What do you see yourself doing after boxing?
I'm not sure, but I don't want to do with nothing with boxing.
Yeah, okay.
No commentating, no coaching.
Okay.
None of that. I'll be a different life.
So
Lamont, Peterson, and Patrick Hurst.
Okay.
Anybody else, Roy put him in front of me, my job is to take care of it and get rid of it, get the victory and be done with it. That's it. That's all.
That's great. Tell me about ground season. What is that?
Grand season, self-explanatory.
Is this your personal saying?
Oh, no. This is a guy, a DC local guy that I grew up with. He had this logo on the shirt, Grand Season. I wanted to pick it with breast cancer awareness, but he didn't have it no more. So, when I'm in the gym grinding, all I do is look down and remember why I'm doing this.
Is that part of your attire for next week?
Oh yes, Grand Season.
I know Lamont moved on to rival, wearing a rival. Are you protecting a rival too?
And don't, as long as I don't wear, my last fight, I hurt my knuckle pretty bad on the guy's head. I think I was wearing, help me out here.
Everlast.
Not Everlast. Only Reds.
Reds. Those got soft pads.
Soft pad. And I got soft. I got little girl hands. Man, they can't hurt nobody.
Don't be tough.
Oh, I want you to think that. I want you to think that. Because everybody know what I can do. Once they touch you, you know, it's a whole different story. And punching power don't come from the physical.